So yeah, the answer is right there in front of me. I don't know if you can see it. Cannot see the tree through the, cannot see the forest through the tree. Cannot see forest through tree. Take a good look. Take a good look, see if you can see anything. Focus on the driveway and the cracks on the right side and the second crack on the left side. And then there's a crack in the middle going down. So you can see you got like an invisible manual pad right there in front of you. You have a triple ollie going to the left, the middle, and to your right. And then you got all kinds of ollie tricks and nose bunks where you bunk the wheels on the cracks. You go forward and backwards. Got fakie ollies, switch ollies, ollie 180 front side back side, switch ollie switch ollie back side front side, half cab front side back side, nollie half cab, caballeros. I mean nose, you know, nollie caballeros. That's not including all the flip tricks you can do. Alright, you got that? What's up, YouTube? Today is Thursday, June 26, 2025. It's around 1 o'clock p.m. Texas time. It's about 90 degrees today. It's gonna be an awesome day, man. Yeah, it's taking me a long time to see that the answer is right there in front of me, man. Been sitting here all this time, you know. First things first. You know, as I sit here, you know, in one of the Bruce Lee interview, the black and white one, you know, he was saying, if we're gonna go out in the street and fight, baby, you better train your whole body. You know what I'm saying? So I put that into skateboarding. So even though, I mean, I have my thing in the backyard, but you know, it's hot because the sun's beat on it, so it's kind of hard to do stuff. But even out here, what I could do is I could get these bricks here, right? I can train my shoulders, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, if you're strong, you can just grab one of these and do curls, right? 2 of them, which I can't. You can do this one like this, right? You can even do the one where you go on the side, like the iron horse, what they call. And while I'm sitting here, I could do, there's a guy named something X, I don't know, like a Hawaiian dude looking, Hawaiian or half Asian or something, Gen X or something like that. He does, he says to do 100 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's gonna do 10. But yeah, I could just sit here and just do that, build my arms up. I could even do, you know, I could even do a push-up up here, you know, 1, 2, 3. Alright, that's enough. You know, I keep talking about trying to get strong and doing handstands and front flips and back flips and stuff, but I'm not applying anything to my my daily thing, you know. So I think I apply a little bit of that in there. So that's you know, that's some of the, you know, just look around. I mean, I'm sure, I mean, there's always stuff you can, you know, do your stretches and all that. So yeah, I'm getting out of the video, focus of the video, but you know, it's just a rant, you know how we do it. But anyway, oh, I forgot to tell you, it's number 265, or did I say that? Probably didn't, got too distracted. So let's go back, let's go way back to when I first started skateboarding. 1985. When I was 14 years old, I started skateboarding, and all the way up to when I moved to Arizona in 1989. I was living in New Mexico, Clovis at first, and all these times I've been skateboarding. I was doing pretty good, but when I first started, we did a lot of like launch ramps, right? A lot of ramps, quarter pipes, half pipes, you know, like mini ramps. One of my friend Cody, he had a mini ramp. We did a lot of like, we went to like roller skating rinks once a week in I think it's in Lubbock, Texas. And then when I got to Arizona, I went to the Tower Skate Park in Phoenix, Arizona. That was my first time I dropped in a vert ramp. Just skated the skate park all this time, you know. So I noticed I had like a we skated pools too, you know, backyard pools. I had it like a skate park style, you know. I didn't like that. I was good, but I didn't have the street core, you know, the street style, the style of the street. To me, you know, style is everything. The way you do a trick, or the way you look, or you know, the way your hair flow. Like, I mean, look how many times you watch like a ninja movie, or mostly not ninjas, but because ninjas are covered up, but mostly like a samurai movie, right? You always see the hero, right? He's either sitting like I am sitting on something with his sword down like that. Wait, let me get my sword. Oh yeah, I painted my trucks yesterday, and the base plates and everything. Yeah, see it? Yeah, I painted it again. So anyway, so you got the sword, right? Like that. Alright. You know, I got the sword, and you got the wind blowing, and the hair is flying, and his outfit is like blowing. You know, his samurai skirt pants, you know, flapping around. You got the leaves coming down, the flowers going across, and it's got like some ambient music, right? And that kind of like sets off the tone, you know, like the calm before the storm. Like, you know, some shit's gonna come up, or it's either that or it's after the battle, right? And then they'll pan out and you see all these dead bodies and swords and everything planted in the ground, and it's always like on a red sky, right? The sun is setting, it's like a red sky, and it gives you this like vibe, right? Like this awesome vibe. Where am I going with this? I don't know. You know me, man. My rant is everywhere. Where I'm going with this is style, you know, like. So I noticed, I'm like, man, you know, my style is kind of whack. Like, give you an example. The reason I said that is because one of my friend Damien, later on, like 2002 or so, I was skating at the skate park right up the street here to Mansfield, and here in Texas, 2002, somewhere around there. And he was like, I don't know if he just said something randomly, right? Because I would do like a, I don't know, I'd go on the other side, and I would hit the bank, you know, like hit the bank ramp, turn around, hit the middle box like ollie or something, and then I would go up to a spine ramp and I would do a blunt to fakie, and then I would do like a half cab, right? Half cab backside into a so I'd go up to the bank, come here, ollie on the manual box, go up and do a blunt to fakie where you stall on the tail and come up fakie on the spine ramp. Then I would go up to a fun box, I'd fakie ollie and then nose slide like that, and then come off regular and keep going. So it's a mix of bags of tricks, you know, like transition to ledge to, I mean, I'm not saying to limit yourself. Like you see people would just like just skate only fun boxes or ledges or stairs or something, and they won't like hit the quarter pipes. They can even do like an axle stall on a quarter pipe or something. But my whole point is I had this whack style, you know, like a trend, like a skate park style. I didn't like that. So then I was focused more later on when switch, you know, skating both ways, you know, going this way and then going this way, you know what I mean? Like both ways to make yourself, like they called it like the all-terrain vehicle, right? ATV. You know, skate everything, right? So then I started focusing a lot on street skating, you know, where I'm just pushing, like I would push and my feet would, like, instead of pushing on your toes like that, I would push flat, right? It's a little bit harder, but you push flat-footed and you get more grip, right? But you don't get as much power. But eventually, after you practice a long time, you get it. And I would push, switch, and all that, and so my whole thing was like, you know, like instead of using the obstacles to help you, you know, do your thing. That's why I don't really enjoy like street leagues or any of the contests, right? What they do is they just drop in the bank and then pretty much like a stunt trick, right? Stunt man. So I like watching just natural, right? Just skate around like on the sidewalk and everything, push, you know, like kick flip up the sidewalk, you know, or nollie down the sidewalk, nollie flip, whatever, you know. Of course you're good, you do flip tricks in a line. Do a couple grinds, couple tail slides, no slides, or whatever. But nowadays it's all stunt tricks, right? Like I'm mixing future, past, and presents and stuff. So that's just how I rant, okay? So then I kind of like forced myself not to go to skate parks and stuff, you know? Because I feel like you could just, some skate park you could just, you know, like drop in quarter pipe or something, or bank ramp, and just keep on going until you hit the next bank ramp or quarter pipes, and you don't even have to push at all, you know? You just keep on going, you know, like ollie downstairs or board slides down the rail, whatever, and then you go to the next part. There's a bigger, I mean, you might have to push after you land, like on the stairs, down the stairs or rail or whatever, but maybe 1 or 2 push, and then you're up on a quarter pipe or whatever, and you come down, you get the speed again. So I didn't like that style, you know? I feel like that hinders your legs, you know, the growth of the leg. Because when you go out in the street, if you stop pushing, you know, you're slowing down, and you want to do certain tricks, then, you know, you got to push hard. And now you see people using like those big rubber band where they pull, or you get a motorcycle or a car to push you like that. So yeah, because it's more of a stunt now, you know what I mean? It's not like, for me, skateboarding is just always been just you know what I mean? Just yourself. You don't need no help, no nothing. Just your own body. No bondo. No, not anything to help your shit, you know? Like you see like I watch skaters where they just ollie up sidewalk and then they do the trick and stuff like that. That's still like putting a piece of, you know, plywood or whatever, or street signs to get up on a curb, you know? I don't know. I'm not a big fans of none of that shit, so I had that mentality all these times, you know, where like I don't need no help. So when I came here, And I saw this, I was like, ah, man, that's fucking shitty, right? I was thinking, you know. I think because I was scared to go down that little slope, even though that slope is small, you know. That slope is small, but I was still scared. The reason I was scared is because of that crack right there on the end. I mean, that crack is nothing. Watch, I'll show you. It's nothing. Okay, nothing. But in my mind, you know, my mind is like, oh man, I could hit this crack, right? Hit this crack, it's gonna throw me, you know. Like I think a lot, too much. That didn't help. You know, so I'm thinking too hard, you know. Plus, I had that mentality where, like, I'm like, nah, I don't need no help, you know. So, I mean, lately, but I think it started probably 5 years ago or something. I don't know, my heel right here. This hurts when I push, you know. So I'm like, well, I'll give it a rest. And then I would come out and try to do a little skateboarding, and then like the skateboarding day on the 21st of June, that hurt a little bit because I was pushing. So now I was thinking, you know, I get me a basketball, maybe go shoot some hoops, go to the swimming pool, and maybe shoot some hoops and play some basketball before, you know, and go do some swimming, work on my legs and everything like that. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, it's better than nothing, right? So I'm using my brain to try to figure out all these answers. And the answer's right there in front of me, man, the whole time. You know? Sometimes it happens, man. You know? The answer's right there. In front of us. You know? So it's like right there, but I cannot see the forest through the tree until now. I remember my friend Damien, the same guy that told me my style was whack. Damien Rao. Hope to see him one day. It's a great guy, you know. It just sucks what happened to his skate shop, you know. He had 2 skateboard shop, the Index skateboard. I don't know if he sold it, or I don't know what the story is. Maybe it's a good story. Maybe it's not a sad story, you know. Maybe someone gave him a big offer to sell his thing, but who knows? Until I meet him and ask him the questions, I don't know. I just can only assume, you know. But you know what assume means, right? A-S-S-U-M-E. Make an ass, A-S-S, out of you and me, M-E, see? A-S-S, ass, and then you, M-E, me. Right? Never assume anything. But I can only speculate, right? But anyway, he gave me I think it was a birthday card he gave me. Yeah, it was like these 2 girls, big old tits, right? With a bikini on, 2 of them, right? They're like, I don't know, they're real close, you know? You know, every man's, not every, but a lot of man's fantasy, you know? two women, right? Getting with two women. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. They're like on the beach, got the ocean in the back. And then he drew like a half pipe behind him with a pen. And then it says something like, something about like missing the point or something like that. You know? Or do you see something or something like that? Or but my focus is mostly on the big tits, right? So I didn't see the ramp he drew in the background, you see? That's what they mean by the cannot see forest through tree. Cannot see the big tits, the mini ramp over the big titties. You know, the same thing with Bruce Lee. Don't cut straight on my finger pointing at the moon, you'll miss all the heavenly glory, right? Same thing. So the basketball and the swimming was just one of the solution I was trying to do. While in the weightlifting, you know, I'm trying to find reasons to get off my heels, you know what I mean? And the only way it hurts is when I push. So then I start riding my bicycle, which helps a lot. My ACL is getting stronger, I can feel it. Because to go to dialysis, you go up a hill and then you go down the hill. And my first couple of times I went up the hill was kind of, and they're mellow hills too, they're not like big one, except in the end, it's a pretty steep one. And now, like I was riding yesterday, and it felt good, you know? Like I just pedal straight. Kind of when I used to go to the 3Js in California. It's like 10 miles. On the weekend, I would go there on Saturday. Right down there, 10 miles and back. And my legs were getting strong, you know? I need to do that again. As I come here, because my sister, she has a car and everything, I find myself lazy, you know? But usually on the third, when I get my money, I go to the bank, you know? Like, get up early and go to the bank. Now I know that she was like, oh, here, let's just go down to the bank. I'll drive you down there and get that shit, right? So, in a way, I'm getting lazy, you know? It's not helping my cause. So the latest thing I was thinking about is, right? Like half pipes, right? Or vert ramp. You know, you don't need to push. There's a 4 down skate park in Dallas. They open from 2 to 7 every day, and then on the weekend, Saturday is 11 to 7, and Sunday I think it's like 9 to 12 or something like that. Anyway, they have a pretty good size half pipe there, you know. They have a street course, they have an indoor. I didn't even know they had an indoor park until I looked on the website. They had an indoor park too, inside. But I'm mostly interested in riding the half pipe. And then eventually when I get my stamina up, start riding the vert ramp. Like what happened on the vert ramp, instead of pushing from the middle, I could just run up the ramp and then jump on it, right? And then come back down and pump, you know? Up, pump, like that, right? You know what I mean? But in order to do that, I need to start on the mini ramp first. So that will help me in my stamina. At the same time, I'm on my skateboard. So those other things, like riding my bike, swimming and playing basketball, it helps me. You know what I always say, I always keep on rolling because running water don't go stale. So we are rolling, so we keep the water fresh, but at the same time it's not helping my skateboarding, you know, to go up, right? And my skateboarding skill is always gonna be going less and less and less as I'm off my skateboard. But at the same time, it's like I keep hurting my heels. So now right here we got the hill, the little slope here. I could just, you know, like I said, you could just, like, you know, people lift weight, they can just keep going doing the same thing, like on a dumbbell or pull-ups or whatever. That's all we have to do. Just like keep on ollieing, you know, keep doing ollies, figure ollies, switch ollies, stuff like that. And then on my way back, instead of walking, because my heels hurt mostly in my back foot. My back foot is the one that hurts the most. My front foot is all right. I mean, it hurts a little bit, but not as bad. So I'm thinking, on my way back, I could just push switch, right? Come back up on the hill to the top. And I think if we do that, you know, it's gonna be good. Because I've been out here since 10 o'clock this morning. It's already like 1 o'clock. I went back, I took a shower and everything. Took like, you know, 30 minutes, whatever, get dressed after. But so at least 2 hours sitting out here just looking, you know, how to make this video. And I was just thinking, you know, just the answer's right there, man. It's right there. It's right there. So I was so blinded by, like, I wanted to have like maybe like a door or something on the end, you know, to ollie manual up it or something. But I think if you do the trick on the ground, you can do a trick on something, you know. But sometimes when you hop on something higher, it's easier because the way your mind works, you know. But you gotta actually hop up. But you're not really. But if you have to look at it like invisible, it doesn't work as good. You know, I was thinking, like, look at Jamie Griffin, right? He lived in what, like Finland or something, or Switzerland, or no, Switzerland, Finland or Denmark or somewhere around there. He would just skate in a shed, right, in the backyard, and he wouldn't go. It would just like be manual, you know, like he has a bench. He would just ollie up a bench, flip, you know, like do all these flip tricks, just standing still, you know, in his shed. And I remember one of the show of Mike Vallely in his drive show. He pulled up to this gas station, and like I had a 2-pump, and he had like some bars, some red bars that was blocking, so no one runs into the tank, the gas pump. And he would do like acid drop or boneless, whatever, off it. He'd jump up and jump off, and he'd do 360 boneless, stuff like that. And you know, so I was thinking, you know, I could just do that. I could just, you know. But the thing is, because I've been I haven't been really active on the skateboard. It's gonna be disappointing at first because I know I'm gonna run out of stamina quick. You know, I'm gonna be breathing hard, breathing this and that. And I was thinking, man, next year, my birthday, March 16, 2026, this series, Skateboarding Beginners, it's gonna be 5 years since I started it. And I'm back to like ground zero, man. I mean, some people look at it negatively, I guess. You could look at it like a half water, you know, water half full, you know, or half empty. But for me, I don't know. I'm just happy, you know, that I'm trying. I'm trying to. I don't want to die and like regret, you know, like, because there's a lot of tricks I want to learn. I want to learn how to drop in back the vert ramp again. I want to do this fat stalefish, you know, like this. Yeah, that's my dream trick, man. Stalefish. We used to do that a lot on the launch ramp. You know, when you're younger, you just do it. Sometimes I get bummed, you know, because like I should be laughing and stuff, you know. I don't know why I shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, life is great for me right now. It's awesome. Thank you, Jesus. But sometimes I catch myself like so serious. It's not like I'm trying to be serious, it's just think of doing like a hard math problem, right? You know? You know what I mean? Like trying to solve that problem. And that's what I have right now. I got a big, hard math problem that I gotta solve. And I'm thinking all the possibility ways for me to get back on my skateboard. And now I eliminated the main point of my problem is that I can't push. So other option is like, unless I have a half pipe, which I don't, a vert ramp, or any kind of ramp to go back and forth, I have to push. So now I got this driveway. I mean, I think that's gonna be a great start, you know. Great start for sure, man. Because I could just keep practicing like ollies, you know. Ollies all the time. Just ollie over the cracks. Maybe try some switch ollies or nollies or fakie ollies. Just those 4 tricks right there. That is the foundation of skateboarding. Ollie, switch ollie, fakie ollie, nollie, right? There's 4 basic tricks and you can do that on there. The ollie over the crack is easy for sure. So what I'm gonna do is, on the top part, see? On the top part here, there's no crack. So I'll practice nollie on that. And then the big crack, ollie on that. Same thing here. I could do like, try to do like a fakie ollie over the little crack. And then on the other end, I could try like switch wheel bonk, right? And then later on, get some fakie wheel bonk. Then eventually go for the fakie ollie, right? And the switch ollie and stuff like that. I know it sounds simple, but it's not. Only trick I could do over that crack is an ollie. So the 3 other tricks, the second one to do is the switch ollie. And the third one is either the fakie ollie and the nollie is the same to me. It's the same level. And I think I have to do wheel bonk first. Fakie wheel bonk and nose wheel bonk. Then eventually get those down. So if you could do ollie over that crack, nollie, switch ollie, and fakie ollie over that crack, you're good to go. Yeah, you could get really down, you know, if you really think about it. Like, it's gonna be 5 years and I'm still back to like ground zero, right? But it's never too late, you know, to start over. Everybody has different skills, different weakness, different strength. Sometimes life happens, you know. You get hurt, or your body, you get like gout or something like that, you know. I mean, as long as you don't get like cancer or AIDS or something where that's like a life ending, pretty much, you know. I mean, that's what my videos always been about, you know. You know, the struggles and the comeback. Mostly struggles. The comebacks are far in between, you know. But the struggle is real. The struggle is every day. But like Evel Knievel said, you know, the day you don't get up is the day you fail. So now that I have my solutions all laid out for me, you know, everything is pretty stable, right? I have a place to live. I don't have to worry about food or rent or anything like that anymore. Whatever I do in my time is my own problems, right? If I don't solve it, it's my own problem. Nobody else's, you know. Sometimes I look at people like that guy over there in that truck. He's young. He's probably like in his early 30s, you know. He mow lawn, you know, for probably for a living or something, or a side job, or I don't know. Anyway, he mows lawns. And I watch him, I'm like, man, yeah, see, go look over that. So I'm like, yeah, he's got a nice, you know, extra cab, you know, Ford F-150, and he looks pretty healthy and got a, you know, good job. Go wherever he wants, do whatever he wants. You know. That's just my assumption, right? And then I compare, you know, sometimes that's just human being, right? We compare ourselves. I'm thinking like, man, you know, I'm blind my left eye, 30%. Driving is like, it's pretty much, it's gone 100%. And you know what I mean? Like we always focus more on the negative stuff, you know? Like you see this truck right here. Like damn, you know, just that toolbox right there, that what's it called? This is like some kind of like, what's the fucking name for it? Like a brand, built or some shit like that. Anyway, just that toolbox right there is like $500 to $700, and then that truck's an F-250, 4 doors, heavy duty. I mean, you're talking 100 grand. And then, you know, sometimes you think like, man, you know, how does people afford all that shit, you know? But then I'm thinking, I have to look at the positive side for myself, right? You know, I get up, I just sit under the tree, make a video for like 5 people to watch. Hey, thanks for the 5 people that's watching. I don't know. All I can do is smile, you know. You get the cicadas up above singing songs for us. How much life can you get? You know what I mean? How much can you get? I mean, these guys have all this shit, but guess what? They got to pay car insurance, maintenance on the vehicles, registration, right? Sometimes the car payment. I mean, I see it when people go to the mailbox right here. The mailbox right here. Like, you see their face, man, as they go through all the mail they get, right? You know, the mail that they get, it's like, you can see it. Like, fuck, another $550 for my car, you know, my car payment, you know, $300 for my car insurance, registration is up, another $700. I gotta get new tires, another, you know, 1,000, whatever. Gotta get brakes, change my oil. It's nice, but for me, it's like when the mail comes, I'm like, fuck, is that a new Thrasher magazine? If that would be, unless they go out of business, which they will soon. They don't change their ways, you know. See, you start to see me smile now, naturally, because now I'm like, okay. Now that I figured the problem out, I got the solution. All I have to do is I got to just apply it, right? But right now I'm just yapping, right? I'm not applying shit. I'm just yapping. It's just a theory, right? Just a theory, man. Until I get up, get dressed up, put my helmet, my shoes and everything on, grab my skateboards. You won't find out what the end result is. And I already know it's gonna be good. It's gonna be awesome, man. Just ollie, switch push up the hill, or walk. Just keep doing ollies, try some nollies, try some fakey ollies. Just you know, some half cabs, front side, back side, nollie 180, nollie backside, nollie front side 180. I mean, just those 10 tricks right there, it's like, that's not counting any, like I said, man, not counting any, I need to keep repeating myself, not counting flip tricks, you know? Alright, so I think that's, I hope that, I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna be fucking talking about shit after this still, you know, that's what I do. But for now, we're just gonna kick back, get dressed up, and let's go grab the shit. All right. We're gearing up, we're getting down. It's funny, after I did my my state of skateboarding, the state of skateboarding, I noticed I've seen a lot of videos talking about people like Boring Arnett. He was talking about skateboarding is fading for him. Gary Geiner, I already knew that when he moved from California that his video is going to decline because he's so focused on his new I guess money making things, because he's like a metal fabricator now. You know, he has a machine that he can bend metal and stuff like that, and like welding, and he has a CR, the fucking machine that like cut shit up, CRT machine or something like that. So yeah, so his video is mostly like that shit, so it's kind of boring. He used to go out like into the street and do skate videos and stuff, you know. That's what it comes down to in the end, man. I mean, it's nice that you made a name for yourself and all this shit, and then all of a sudden, it never fails, man. Then you skateboarding. Then use this bad boy as a stepping stone to buy a new truck, to buy a new house, to buy a new TV, CRT or whatever machine, welding machine, and then the reason why their videos or their channel was big because skateboarding, right? Like another example would be like John Hill, right? He was big, you know. He used to go to skate park and skate with all these different guys, and then he moved from out of California to go to New York because he wanted to be an animator, you know, drawing anime and shit, and then you know, spending a lot of money like renting a warehouse to have his own little skate park, and he's not even there, and you know, just so and then after a while, the revenue from the skateboard video is not coming in more than you're spending, right? Because he's renting like a $5,000 apartment, you know what I mean? Like he's buying like drones, making like artsy fucking videos. That's why Transworld went down, you know, Transworld skateboarding. Before I go into Transworld skateboarding, let me tell you, I took the insoles back out. I had the insoles in here because I thought it would help my my heels, but it turns out that when I try to ride a skateboard with those, it didn't work as good because I can't feel my board because it's too much padding. Anyway, yeah, so Transworld, they always had like, they were always the newest, you know, like they had like a photograph issues. They always had like the highest, you know, definition camera, you know, the first one to come out, the HD, while Thrasher was using like 8 or high 8, you know, high 8 mostly. So, and then eventually Thrasher started like updating and shit, but the problem with just like me, right, I'm saving money to buy a better camera. I want to get that new Sony CX200. It's about $4,400. So hopefully next year, my birthday, I have it by the 5th. Yeah, our 5th anniversary, we'll have the new camera, new footage. Same shit, right? Same old fucking shit, but new camera, new footage, new, like, much clearer. Anyway, you know, that's the problem when people, they get all these technologies and shit. It's like, I got the new iPhone 17, right? But then all of a sudden, they're so focused into their fucking 3D, slow-mo, 4K, 60, 120 fucking frames. Oh, look at my hand. Look how slow-mo and clear it is. And they forget one thing that made them fucking famous. It's like, nice. It's like I'm watching an 8-minute video and 30 seconds of it is them doing a couple tricks on the skateboard in the end, right? And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking, man. I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying, Lo, you're a fucking hypocrite. Look at this. You've been sitting here ranting for like 40 minutes. Not a single skateboard trick. Huh? You know my video, right? You come for skateboarding because it's skateboarding beginners, and you stay for the stories, see? That's why. That's why my video is not hypocrite, because you stay for the stories, man. You're not here for my skateboarding. You're just here for my struggles. For me struggling, trying to figure shit out. Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm starting to be myself more and more. After, yeah, that thing right there, man, that solution, has hindered my brain for a long time, man. It was hard for me to smile, hard for me to sleep, hard for me to, because there was so much thinking to do, you know. You know, you always think the worst, like, because I'm on dialysis and I can't have any calcium shit, right? Like that means like no milk product. I can't have any milk, can't have any cheese and shit like that, you know, that's supposed to help your bones. So I'm thinking because I've been doing dialysis and shit, maybe my bones been brittle or got fucked up, you know, and it was gonna be permanently damaged, you know? Because every time I rest, for like, last time I rest before the go skateboarding day, I rested for like, almost 2 months. And as soon as I got on the board and started pushing, boom, my heels were hurting. So it's like discouraging, you know? But now, like I said, we got this bad boy. That's our new style now. I know, like I'm going against what I always believed in. But if my heels did not hurt, you would be seeing me like pushing most of the time. Like I try not to use any of the ramps or banks or anything like that to help me. Because you notice when people do that, you see them like setting up and shit, like, you know. I don't want to be setting up. I want to be able to like just like bam, you know, like just fucking jump in there and like hit it, you know, hit my tricks, you know, like Randy Coben style, you know, pop. Yeah, so I was thinking, I'm always thinking, like Chris Swanson, right? I remember skating with him. Like he would just ollie everything. Like he would just ollie everything. You'd ollie everywhere, ollie everything, right? Everything, ollie, 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 ollie. Just ollie, ollie. And that's like for running people, right? Just running, jumping, running. Like parkour, you know? Jumping over buildings, jumping over whatever, and get your mind like jumping, you know? This fucking guy pull up in his car and opens the door and just leaves the fucking radio. Yeah, you know, I hate that, man. I didn't want to go like in the shadow realm, but fuck, you know, and people pull up. Yeah, it's fine, listen to radio, but then like, why you open the doors and shit, and then all your doors, and I know you're getting your shit out, and you got the radio like blasted and shit, you know, like somebody's fucking making. Now I'm just going back to the dark side. Pull me out! Come on, get me out of the shadow realm, please. So yeah, man. What else? There's always shit to say. Yeah, it's good. It's gonna be nice. Well, we'll see how much we ride, you know. All right. If you're here for the stories, that's the end of the stories. So what we're gonna do is we're going to try to ride. Try to ride again. Try. Baby, I tried to ride my skateboard again. The heel bruise hurts so bad that I cannot push. The heel bruise is so bad. When it comes to pushing on my skateboard, I cannot do it. When it comes to doing just what I want to do, I can't do it. 'Cause my heels hurt so bad. Baby, you know my heels hurt so bad. If you wanna try to skateboard again. Alright, let's do this. With Ollie. Mickey Ollie seems fast. Go over here. Faster than I thought. Fake out. Fake out, baby. Oh, almost. Almost. The tail almost hit. We're getting there, we're getting there. Getting there, baby. There's something about Vicky Ollie, I don't know. Like you actually have to pop harder than a regular Ollie. See? I don't have to push at all, you know? Feels good already, you don't have to do that. You gotta pop it off, make the Ollie though. Tail down. I hit that tail down, baby. Here's what I'm talking about. Go this way. Then switch. Push. think I'll work on the, hold on. Yeah, move it over a little bit. Get out of the sidewalk so in case people complain. Maybe I'll work out some, sticky bonk. Sticky bonk, baby. Sticky bonk. Pretty good. I like that. Vicky bonker. That's kind of big, that crack. Take the easy way out. Oh, almost got hung up. Almost got hung up right there. See how hard skateboarding is? Now brake on that bad boy. Man, that took me out for a minute. I was thinking, coming down this way, do a nollie right here, part back down, make the ollie, see what happens. Whoa! Even put the nose down. Weak! Okay. That didn't work. How about a fakie? Well, almost got me. Nope, that didn't work. Oh! You see that pop? Ah, looks like I do the nollie pop. Weak. Maybe I try it this way. Maybe I try the fakie ollie first. Weak sauce. Whoa! We're in the grass. Yeah. You don't really see how hard skateboarding is. Do you see someone that suck like beyond beginners, even coming down the hill, you know, that you know how hard skateboarding is. That's why no one really does it, you know. I'm out of breath. See that? Alright, YouTube, man, that's it. Go out and see your loved ones and your family. The dead do not need anything. Always keep on rolling. Running water don't go stale. Always have fun. You see me have fun, see me quit. I'll be keeping that underground lid for you and me. Yeah, man, I'm so glad my smile's coming back, my joy and everything. And I'm glad I figured out the solution to my my deal, because yeah, my feet doesn't even hurt at all. I mean, maybe like 5%, 10 the most that is hurting. Usually it's the other way around, you know. Usually it's 90% hurting, 10% heal. So I'm stoked on that. So we'll come back Saturday and do some more same old, you know. You know what I'm saying? Same old dance, enjoy, and everything else. And see you guys next time. Enjoy.